And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the 12th race of the season of the NNSCRA Mobil1 Cup Series. Today we are here at the Lady in Black Darlington International Raceway. We are getting ready today for the running of the VFW Help a Hero 200. It's going to be a 19-lap event here today at this racetrack. Several drivers today are going to try to escape the proverbial Darlington stripe and try and get to victory lane here today. Votas trying to go to victory lane for the first time this season. He ended up having a very dismal run last week at Michigan, dropped him down to third in the standings, and has lost him a bit of ground from the current points leader, Tryphon Reed. So Votas starting on the pole, trying to get, maybe you could say, trying to cancel out his bad finish last week. Alongside of him is going to be Zach Buchanan. Buchanan comes into this race 25th in points. He's still looking for his first win of his Mobil1 Cup Series career, as he is a rookie in this series. Then in row number 3, you got Dylan Poteet, another driver who's really trying to get his season going. 36th in points sits Dylan Poteet, who is up near the top of the standings in trucks and Snickers. This is the series he just seems not to be able to do well in. It seems to be his proverbial Achilles heel. And alongside of him, Nicole Williams in the 40, who comes into this race 19th in the points. Alright, we're going to get these cars rolling off to complete a couple pace laps. Tryphon Reed, after a great top 10 finish last week, he is still the points leader. He comes in with a 29-point advantage over new second-place driver in the standings and the current rookie points leader, Lando Vendetta. So we'll keep an eye on seeing if Lando Vendetta may be able to continue to try to run down Tryphon Reed for the points lead. Anything can happen here at Darlington Raceway, and I'm expecting just about anything to happen. As we get ready to go under the green flag, here is your starting lineup for today's race at Darlington. Called Darlington the track too tough to tame, but yesterday in the Oreo Truck Series event, in only her third Truck Series start, Maggie Vedarvu was able to tame this racetrack. So what does it mean for the rookies coming into this race? Is there an opportunity for them to have enough experience to win here at Darlington and pick up their first career Mobil1 Cup Series win? We'll find that out same time that you do. 19-lap event. Votas and Buchanan get ready to put us under the green flag here at Darlington. Looks like the inside line is going to be the preferred line today, same as it was in the Truck Series event, as Votas will utilize it to go to the front. Now it's side by side between Dylan Poteet and Zach Buchanan for the second position. Jake Rogers there in the third position now. He's just taken that from Buchanan. Buchanan's stuck on the high side, trying to get himself down low as he's getting freight trained here at Darlington. Maruta Shimi now moving herself up into the fourth position. Oh, Jake Rogers got the wall back there. Jake Rogers hit the wall, almost made contact with Harui Tashimi. And the caution is out for the first time today. Caution is waving here at Darlington. Votas going to lead. Poteet was starting to close in, but looks like he's going to have to wait until the next restart if he's going to try and make any move on Votas. Tashimi is third. Fourth is McLeod. And Jeffrey Finguy completes the top 5 as there's smoke on the back straightaway here. Ralph Mason's involved. Kyle Sosnowski's in it. James Qualls, Chris Kyle. The points leader, Tryfon Reed, has also been involved in it. Adam Chambers is also in it. Jordan Davis. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of drivers who are doing well in points. Zach Buchanan involved. Danny Wells was in it. Dylan Young, dead last in points. Possibly Eric Burton, fourth in the standings. Maybe a second straight week of bad luck for him. Jake Smith, Mark Thomas, Austin Ogo. They all got some damage to their cars as well. Looking further up here, second in points, Lando Vendetta. I think he got through whatever that was. Joseph Bryant's got damage to the back of his Racing with Jesus Chevrolet. Drew Austin, he's on the apron. I don't know if he got involved or not. There's Barney Ward, last week's winner. He's been able to get his way back up into the top 10 in this event. Caution's out for the first time today. A lot of drivers that are running really, really well in points getting caught up in this one. Take a look at a replay. See if we can see how this began. I'm pretty sure it must have started with Zach Buchanan, since he started on the outside of the front row. This was coming out of turn number 2. Zach Buchanan, let's see. Oh, when Rogers got the wall ahead of him, Buchanan got the wall too, and then he gets squeezed by Nicole Williams and down to the fence. Oh, man. Right down to the inside retaining wall. Car's going to shoot back up the racetrack. And, and they were already wrecking with Justin Williams, Dylan Young, and Ralph Mason. And the 7 car goes flying. Oh, my goodness. 7 car flying through the air of Zach Buchanan. There's where Tryfon Reed gets involved. Chris Kyle gets a piece of Ralph Mason there, and I think he's going to get involved in something else. Oh, they were wrecking further up here with Danny Wells. How did that get started? Well, actually, before we do that, let's go to Dylan Young and rewind it. See what happened with him, Tryfon Reed, and others. Okay, let's see here. Coming out of this corner. Watch. Oh, Jake Smith got the wall. Comes down to James Qualls, clip Justin Williams. Williams goes around. Dylan Young's going to get a piece right there. And there's where Ralph Mason just plowed into the Zach Buchanan machine. My goodness. Zach Buchanan. Unbelievable. And then up here, Danny Wells. I think he may have been on the apron or something when he was trying to avoid that wreck. Oh, no, it was Nicole Williams was on the apron. She comes up into Danny Wells. Wells makes contact with Bryant. Silver Fox gets squeezed into the outside retaining wall. And then this is where it's just going to happen. Track's going to block up. Watch Lando Vendetta there in the 71 just squeak through. He had some contact there with Riley Ogle, but my goodness, Jordan Davis right there. He's going to run into the Danny Wells machine. Eric Burton, oh, he did get a piece of it there with the left front of his AT&T Chevrolet. And then there comes Chris Kyle, just plows in, hits Davis hard. Davis gets propelled into Danny Wells. That's how hard a hit that was. There's Chambers further back there. This is Sosnowski. Oh, Chambers got nailed by somebody. I think it was James Qualls. Yep, right there. Oh, man. Qualls nails him. And Kyle Sosnowski, what happened to him? Because I didn't see him involved in anything, but apparently he hit someone. And I'm wondering if it could have been... Oh, here it is. When Tryfon Reed was trying to avoid Ralph Mason, right there, gets nailed in the back by Kyle Sosnowski, who was trying to fit his car into that tiny little hole between the outside retaining wall and the Alliance truck. I guess it's the Alliance truck, or the Alliance number 12 Ford from Penske Racing, whatever their sponsorship is. Wow. A lot of pretty big names here who were doing well in the point standings. Of course, the points leader, Tryfon Reed, Eric Burton, 4th in points, 5th in points, Jordan Davis, and also Kyle Sosnowski, who was 13th in points with an opportunity today to move himself back inside the top 10. But Zach Buchanan goes for a wild ride here at Darlington. We're under the caution for the first time today. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. He'll be on lap 7 of 19. Waidos of Otas, the current leader. Dylan Poteet lines up second. Haru Tashimi is third. Fourth is James McLeod. And fifth is Jeffrey Finguy. Sixth place is Jake Rogers. Lyndon Wright, seventh. Eighth, Barney Ward. Ninth, Charles Jackson. And James King is in 10th. Luke Martin is 11th. 12th, Cole Daly. 13th, Ron Vajara Jr. 14th place is Sean Galligan and Richard Johnson. 15. Rest of the top 20 are Drew Austin, Sean Henley, John McNamara, Wolfgang Mason, and Joseph Bryant. So we go back up to the front, and Waidos of Otas drivers out after this first caution are as follows: Danny Wells, Zach Buchanan, Jordan Davis, Adam Chambers, James Qualls, Ralph Mason, Chris Kyle, and Kyle Sosnowski. What an amazing turn of events last week. Kyle Sosnowski and Chris Kyle started on the front row for the Michigan race. This week, they finish 41st and 42nd. Green flags are about to come back out. This is really going to hurt Jordan Davis in the point standings, as he came in 5th in points, 2nd in rookie points. Apparently, Tryphon Reed, though, the points leader, was able to get the damage repaired and return to the track. He'll obviously not be up to speed, but he's trying to salvage whatever he can. As here comes Dylan Poteet, his teammate, looking to the inside for the lead on Waidos of Otas. Poteet trying to get his Mobil1 Cup Series Season 5 career going, as he sits mired all the way down 36th in points. Still for his first win of the season in the Mobil1 Cup Series, but now he's got Harui Tashimi, who got a nice run on him. Oh, and Dylan Poteet gets the wall. Poteet scraping the wall coming out of turn number 2. He's going to lose a lot of spots. He just lost 2 of them, and now he's going to lose a third to Jeffrey Finguy. Oh, I think Waidos of Otas just got the wall coming off turn 4. These drivers getting their Darlington stripes left and right, and oh my goodness, Haru Tashimi! My goodness, she had to bail out of the throttle there. And that just allowed James McLeod and Jeffrey Finguy to blow by her. Jake Rogers now going to take 3rd place. Tashimi apparently did not enter that corner well. She almost went about nearly 10 to 20 miles per hour slower than the rest of these guys into that corner, and the caution's out. James McLeod will lead us under our second caution of the day, with Finguy right behind him in 2nd. And this time the caution going to come out for John McNamara in the number 20. Some rear end damage to the back of that Dollar General Toyota out of Joe Gibbs Racing. So John McNamara appears to be the reason we're under the caution for the second time today. Let's look back at a replay. This was a battle for the 15th position. Wolfgang Mason looking to the inside of McNamara, and I think McNamara is just going to get the wall. Yep, he gets the wall coming off that corner. There's going to be some contact right there between himself and Sean Williams. 2 rookies going to tangle there, and he's going to head down towards the inside retaining wall, almost shades of what happened to Zach Buchanan on our first caution. And McNamara going to nose it and rear end it into the inside retaining wall, but apparently he was able to keep his car down on the bottom of the racetrack where nobody else was able to hit him, so we didn't have him flip it through the air like Buchanan had happen on our first caution. So a single car incident here at Darlington puts us under the caution for the second time today. Let's go back to the green flag. When we go back to green, we'll have a total of 6 laps remaining in today's event. I was going to say 4. That would not have been correct. James McLeod is the current leader. Jeffrey Finguy lined up in 2nd. Jake Rogers 3rd. Lyndon Wright 4th. Top 4 have not been to victory lane yet this season. Barney Ward's up in the top 5 now. Look for his 2nd Mobil1 Cup Series win in a row. He's 5th. 6th is Arui Tashimi, Charles Jackson 7th. Dylan Poteet slipped back to 8th after he got the wall on that last restart. 9th place is Sean Galligan. Richard Johnson completes the top 10. Drew Austin is 11th. The pole sitter, Waidos of Otas, back to 12th now. Sean Henley 13th. Luke Martin 14th. And Wolfgang Mason is 15th. 16th is Ron Vajara Jr. Sean Williams 17th. Felix Graves 18th. 19th place is Riley Ogle, and Nicole Williams completes the top 20. Then it's Trent Dunham 21st, 22nd James Silverfox, Joseph Bryan in 23rd, 24th is Eric Burton. Lando Vendetta has slipped all the way back to 25th. 26th is Cole Daly, James King 27th, 28th is Justin Williams. The rest of the top 30 are Mark Thomas and Austin Ogo. Then you got Dylan Young in 31st, 32nd Jake Smith, the points leader back in 33rd, Tryfon Reed, and John McNamara, who was their latest caution, he's back in the 34th position. Pace car peels off, we'll get ready to go back to green. Nobody went back behind the wall after that incident, as we saw McNamara still on the lead lap at the tail end of this longest line in 34th place as the green flag comes back out. 6 laps to go here at Darlington. James McLeod, been very close several times this season on picking up a victory here in the Mobil1 Cup Series. Just hasn't been able to close the deal. His closest opportunity was at Infineon, where he, in essence, threw it away after he entered into a corner out of the S's the wrong way. He went into the dirt, lost momentum, and lost the lead. That was basically his only chance of getting the win that day, and he ended up not really being able to close the deal. As here comes Jeffrey Finguy now to the inside. He'd love to be able to keep James McLeod out of victory lane yet again. McLeod scraping the wall a little bit there. That's going to lose him some momentum as Finguy is going to clear him for the top spot. Jeffrey Finguy looking for his first win of his Mobil Cup Series career. He is the leader. Right behind him, though, James McLeod did a nice job of recovery after scraping the wall. He's got his momentum back. He's back on the hunt. And here he comes, looking back down to the bottom for the top spot. Can he get there? Yes, he can. They are side by side. This time, Finguy is going to get a little taste of the wall, and McLeod is going to take the lead. Almost exact opposite of what happened the lap before when McLeod got the lead and Finguy was able to sneak by him. But as these two continue their little game of cat and mouse, Lyndon Wright is starting to close in on them in the 3rd position. Now here comes Jeffrey Finguy trying to get the inside, but looks like this time McLeod's going to be trying to throw the block. He did throw the block, but that time he didn't get the wall, so they're going to continue to battle here, not allowing Lyndon Wright and Harui Toshimi to close in on this battle for the lead. And boy, they are closing really quickly too. Finguy going to go down to the bottom, but look at this drag race to the line by a splitter. McLeod got the outside line going, and he will lead with 2 laps to go, but now McLeod just bailed out of the throttle there. 2 laps to go, and here's Lyndon Wright now. Now he wants to battle for the lead. Oh, contact right there between Finguy and the wall, and that allows Lyndon Wright to get away. Toshimi to 2nd, Jackson looking to 3rd, Poti now looking for 4th place. Out of turn 4. White flag in the air. Lyndon Wright looking for his 2nd career Mobil1 Cup Series victory. He won last season at Kentucky. He wants to win this season at Darlington. Here he comes, but Toshimi's closing the gap. Does Toshimi have time to make a move on the 55? Jackson nailed the wall out of turn number 2. Poti now goes by for 3rd. Jackson's going to lose out on the spot in the top 5, looks like. But here we go. Battle for the lead. Out of turn 4. Lyndon Wright. Harui Toshimi. No move is made. Lyndon Wright wins the VFW Help a Hero 200 at Darlington. What a great move right there by Lyndon Wright, and he picks up his 2nd career Mobil1 Cup Series victory, his 1st of Season 5. And Lyndon Wright comes into this race 10th in points. Just think of how this is going to help him in the standings as well. Been a lot of times this season where a driver who comes in 10th in the standings ends up coming away with the victory. There may be something to it, but Lyndon Wright continues it on with a win here today. Toshimi's going to get 2nd, so we'll take a look at our top 10 as always. Dylan Poti going to get 3rd, Sean Galligan up to 4th, and Richard Johnson is in 5th. Drew Austin going to finish the day in 6th place. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Drew Austin gets Rookie of the Race with that 6th place finish. Charles Jackson, we saw him get the wall. He'll finish in 7th. The pole sitter, Wyatt Savotas, works his way back up to 8th to finish there. Sean Henley going to finish in 9th place. And Ron Vijara Jr. going to finish in 10th. Nice run for him as he worked his way into the top 10 in points after last week. He's 8th in standings. Good run to follow that up here today for Ron Vijara Jr. Let's find out where the current points leader, Tryfon Reed, finished today's race. 34th place. Where did Lando Vendetta finish? He finished in 18th place. So that picked him up 16 spots, 16 points. He's still, according to our live points, is a total of 13 points behind Tryfon Reed in the standings. So Tryfon Reed is still going to be the points leader by a slim margin heading into next week's race at Branson. Hope you guys will tune in for that. Congratulations to Lyndon Wright on his second Mobil1 Cup Series win of his career, his first here of Season 5. We'll see if he can carry some momentum over into Branson. And also, Lyndon Wright, with this victory, has clinched himself a spot in the Mobil1 Cup Series All-Star race as well. That will be coming up after Branson, by the way. It's very close on the horizon. These drivers already looking towards that as we get ready to finish off the first half of the regular season. Hope you guys enjoyed today's race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become a part of the crew today. Congratulations once again to Lyndon Wright on his victory. Here comes your official finishing results, your official rookie points, and your official overall point standings heading into next week at Branson Speedway. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best.
Thank you.